Hello family, welcome back to We Are Magic. I'm Crystal. So since we are going to do this new moon challenge for manifestation and intentions, Spirit has led me to do an instructional video, and I'm doing something different. Spirit just does what it does, you know? So with that being said, welcome back. For those who have not yet, please subscribe and click the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I post videos. So what I have here is a red candle. Okay, so red represents love, passion, commitment, that fire energy. It's also grounding, stability, and root. Okay, being present, being focused. So I'm going to use, since it's Saturday, happy Saturn Day. And this is like a karmic day. I think this is a perfect time for the new moon where we set our intentions and we give to the universe and to God, source creator, what we plan on and what we intend to manifest for the coming month. Okay. So what I'm going to do is write down my intention with this Sharpie on this candle. Okay. What I've done is I've already anointed it. I have saged it, Palo Santo'd it. I added some rosemary essential oil, or oil. And rosemary is good for purification. It's good for love, passion, health. It even protects you from nightmares. So that's awesome. I also have sprinkled basil leaves in it. Basil is the all-in-one thing you need for magic and any type of spiritual work. It's basically used for protection, love, prosperity, clearing. Like if you have blocks, like if we have money blocks or any type of thing, any soul contract we came in to this incarnation, you can get rid of it. That door is always opening. Anyway, come on in, Spirit. It's also good for activation. It kind of hurries up your manifestation. Also, I'm going to use cinnamon, and I'm just going to scrape it in there. I have little cinnamon sticks I'm going to use. So cinnamon is good for prosperity, success, protection, love, spiritual growth, things like that. And I'm also going to use pink Himalayan salt. Shout out to my friend Nisi. She has a YouTube channel also. Pink Himalayan salt is basically a form of crystal that you can eat that's edible. Okay. It's from Gaia. Shout out to my friend Deb, who's also Gaia. It promotes self-love, health, healing, cleansing. So you definitely want to throw some of that in there. You know what I mean? We'll add a little extra. I don't want to do too much because when you put stuff in these candles, sometimes it overflows the wick and it doesn't activate. But yes, salt is also like a sense of purpose, grounding, removes negative energy. That's why a lot of people put salt at their doors or, at their doorways. Very, very useful. So what I'll do is I'll take my little knife. You can use a crystal, whatever you want to use. Also, if you have a crystal, like a clear crystal quartz, also have citrine, things of that nature. This helps also amplify your intentions, okay? So some people write the intention down on a piece of paper. I would not burn it yet. I would let this new moon energy, because it's first 3 days of the new moon and the last 3 days of the new moon. The energies are still very prevalent. So I would just let those energies just soak up into your intentions. You know what I mean? That's why I'm going to write mine on my candle. And it has something to do with my business. So what I'm going to do, what you do is just write your full birth name. It doesn't have to be perfect. Your intention is set in the spirit world, so they already know. Full birth name. And then your date of birth. Okay. All right. I have it nice and oiled. All I have to do now is put my cinnamon, sprinkle some cinnamon up in there, set my intention. I'm also going, don't know if a lot of you do this, but I'm all about ancestor money. I'm going to burn some ancestor money for my energy. So for my divine masculine and my divine feminine. as a thank you gift, and to send to Source Creator to help me manifest my goals for this challenge for the next coming month, okay? And after this, guys, stay tuned because I am going to do a pick a card new moon reading for the collective to see what we can expect this coming month and what energies is working with us with this new moon in Pisces. Shout out to the Water Gang, Water Nation. I'm a Scorpio. All right, guys. So stay tuned, and the new moon reading will be coming up next. Ashe. All right, family. So the new moon in Pisces theme is to meditate and contemplate, which is why Spirit has led me to do this challenge with everyone so we can learn how to manifest, become master manifestors, because your thoughts are intentions. When you think of something, you're creating it into reality in the spiritual realm, okay? But it hasn't manifested in the physical realm yet until you keep contemplating on that. That's why sometimes when you think of bad things, it manifests, all right? So with that being said, this card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmates and poetry. It suggests there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your head in the clouds and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before and that's what you're expecting. So like I said, watch your thoughts and especially your words, because your words are power. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, or woo-woo, as we say in the spiritual community, then that's Pisces for you. Shout out to the Pisces gang. Shout out to Makosi. I love you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. So your attuned to the moon is use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. We got to tap into that intuition, into that inner magician, that manifester. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. The situation is being handled and healed. Please quit worrying. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived, okay? Pisces is a sign of reveries and mysteries, or depths of emotion, idealism, and hopeless romantics. It is the sign of water and the unconscious. Its energy is deep, like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions free reign. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. All right, so that's what the little booklet explains about this new moon in Pisces, like we didn't already know, family. All right, so I'm getting everything set up. I've already got everything saged. I've cleared the area. So what I want you to do is to focus on these three groups, all right? Just breathe, deep breathing, just clear your mind, and whatever card your spirit tells you to choose, group 1, the rose quartz, group 2, the labradorite, or group 3, the selenite. Whatever your soul resonates with, that's the card you choose. All right, let's get into the reading. All right, for those of you who chose the pink rose quartz and group 1, you have dynamic, okay? So that's a 23. So in numerology, that will equate to a 5. So that deals with building and working and growing and expanding, okay? The frequency of dynamic supports our ability to harmonize between layers and aspects of different origin and frequency. It helps us to put together a reality that is made up of many different elements, both familiar and completely new, with ease, grace, and great joy. So with this card is a triangle. An upright triangle represents the masculine energy, okay? These circles and there's all kinds of circles. You can't really, there's actually a flower of life. It's a lot going on this card. You just can't see it because, a little bit. The dark blue represents the inner depths of your conscious mind or your subconscious mind, okay? The red in the card represents grounding, rooted, stability, all right? Yellow, of course, represents your solar plexus or your confidence, your empowerment. The orange represents the sacral, which is your creativity, your sexuality. This light blue also represents like your expression, your throat chakra. I know it's normally blue, but you know, we're dealing with spirituality here. So with these circles, this represents the infinite, infinity, the ebb and flow of feminine. So what's happening here, and I think there's a Sri Yantra. You just really can't tell with this card. You can't see it. Anyway, with that being said, you're being dynamic. This is what your activation is for this new moon and for the coming lunar cycle, all right? So you're incorporating your divine masculine with your divine feminine, and it's working together as a whole, which is how the universe works, okay? It's how all this works. This square border represents basically the form-based reality of us living on earth as spiritual beings, you know, us being restricted, conform to this. You incorporating your divine masculine and divine feminine this month with your subconscious and deep conscious mind shows that you are leveling up spiritually and you are really going into your highest self. So meditate and contemplate, just like it says in the new moon in Pisces, okay? So let's pull some tarot for group 1 and see what Spirit has for you, okay? Whew. Thank you, Spirit. And it's getting hot in here, which means the activation. I'm sorry I have this so close, guys, but I really wanted you to see that card. So I'm gonna fix this. Hang on for 1 second. Okay. Boom, there we go. All right. Thank you, Spirit. This is for the new moon reading. You know, what can group 1 expect? The ones who pulled the rose quartz, what can they expect for this next lunar cycle? Thank you, Spirit. It tried, but it didn't come out. There's another one trying. I'm gonna do it one more time. If Spirit wants them to pop out, we're gonna let them pop out, okay? This time, Spirit, if it don't pop out, we'll just pull from the top. Thank you, Spirit. Group 1, what messages do you have for this new moon in Pisces? And especially with our new moon manifestation challenge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, please see the previous video. I'll probably link it into this video. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Okay, we'll pull from the top. All right, so what you need to focus on during the next lunar cycle is the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups represents boredom. It represents, you know, not meh, bleh, not being really happy with your situation. As you see, the universe is offering you something. So please be mindful about that. Be appreciative of Creator. Don't be too bored and crappy. Always appreciate your blessings, but there is nothing wrong with wanting more, okay? See how he's looking up to the universe? The universe is offering something new, okay? This is this has to do with your emotions. You're not truly happy with your current situation right now, group 1. You're not miserable, but you're just, you know there's more. You feel like there's more for you. So what you need to focus on during this next lunar cycle is the dynamic of what you are trying to manifest. You know, the incorporating of something new, the ebb and flow, the divine masculine and feminine, the working together. That's what you need to focus on, okay? The next card is, what do you need to let go of? All right, 8 of Pentacles, okay? So you are working very, very hard towards something. This also represents Earth. Of course, your This is cups. So this is Pisces and the Cancers and Scorpios. This represents Capricorn and Taurus and Virgo, the earth signs. But what you need to let go of is stop working so hard. Work smart. What Spirit is saying, work smarter, not harder. Okay. Yes, you're growing something. You're being tedious about it. Let go of the perfectionism. Okay. Very Virgo card there. You might be a Virgo or associated with a Virgo. Let's move these out of the way. So yes, like I said, you're dynamic this month, guys. You're expanding, you're growing, you're incorporating new ideas. What is the next step that you should consider moving on from whatever is not serving you? This is air signs. This is Aquarius and Gemini and Libra. So basically, this could be you, and this could be something influencing your energy. So you've had trouble recently, and you're starting to realize that what you put your hard work into, your emotions into, is not serving you in your best interest. With the Eight of Pentacles, that's you working so hard. This is you emotionally invested and saying, I'm just done. And what you're wanting to let go of, they're just wanting you to work smarter and not harder. That is your theme for this lunar cycle, guys, for group 1. Okay. Let me see if there's any extra messages that Spirit has for you guys. You are expanding. And the fact that you realize that this is not working out for you, you're emotionally invested in it. But just because you're emotionally invested in something doesn't mean that's what your higher self has planned for you. Okay, group 1? I hope this makes sense to you guys. But just remember, you are dynamic. You are strong. You are changing your frequency and your vibration, and you're starting to flow with the divine masculine and feminine, your higher self, all of your aspects, okay? Whatever makes your heart sing, go for it. If you had yourself, and this is me channeling, if you had your heart set on a certain job or promotion, and you're starting to realize that you're just working your butt off for nothing, then it's time to move on from that intention and start manifesting something more abundant, something that will serve you and not just the people that you work for. Okay? All right, group 1, I love you. Remember, get your intentions out and get you a vision board and start manifesting. Remember, we are magic and we are one. And I love you so much. If you have not yet, please subscribe, click the notification bell so you can stay up to date on when I post videos. And also follow me on TikTok if you have one at We Are Magic, okay? All right, love you, group 1. Ashe. All right, family, for those of you who chose group 2, the card is for Labradorite, of course. Oh my gosh, this is like a mystic, psychic shaman stone. Put it by your bed. Oh my God, crazy stuff will happen. Not bad, just wake you up. And speaking of that, you got Tantric Journey. Okay, gosh, why is this so fuzzy? Must be the light. Anyway, so Tantric Journey, and this is a 42 card, and what it states is, the frequency of Tantric Journey helps us to unlock the hidden knowledge and wisdom that we intrinsically hold about how to reach a state of wholeness and completion through our sensual experiences with ourselves and with another. So Tantric means expansion of consciousness, okay? You are expanding this lunar cycle, group 2, okay? You are expanding your frequency, you're expanding your consciousness, your reality. You are accepting that there is more to life than what is shown in this 3D reality, okay? So with this card, and there's orange, a lot of oranges in this card, and blue. Okay, again, and purple. It's hard to tell, but it's in here, okay? And there's a square, so let me explain this to you guys. With the red that's in the card, and here in the middle, this represents source. There's a little purple thing here. Purple represents your connection to source, creator, God, the universe, okay? Orange represents your sacred, sensual, sexual creativity chakra, all right? So what Spirit is wanting you to do for this lunar cycle is to tap into that sensual creative energy, because all our creativity comes from our sacral. Okay, so if you have a blocked sacral chakra, look up YouTube videos. I can help you unblock that. Okay. Also, let me look at this. With the square, again, this deals with the formed base reality of us being spiritual beings on earth. Okay, so like the Matrix, basically. It's just showing you how the universe works. So what you want to do, there are also tantric binaural beats on YouTube that are amazing. You might want to listen to that also. And let's say, I hope there's no children watching right now, but you know, if they're teens or whatever, y'all know what you do. So with that sacral orgasmic energy, try this lunar cycle, guys, right before you have the big O, to think of what you want to manifest this month, because we are doing the challenge of intention and manifestation this month. We are, you know, working our third eye muscle, and we are going to learn and grow and become just master manifestors, okay? So that is your activation for this lunar cycle. Let's see what tarot has for you guys. Tantra, ooh, love it. Okay, tantric journey. You'll be having more dreams, more visions, astral projecting, remote viewing. I mean, all the shenanigans, group 2. And I'm just getting these cards nice and cleared and ready for you. All right. Whew, thank you, Spirit. What messages, further messages, does tarot have for group 2? That one tried, so I'm gonna start listening to Spirit. You know, when things happen, we're just gonna let it happen. I'm not gonna fight it anymore. Thank you, Spirit. One more time. Uh-oh. I think we had a flip up. I swear I felt that card flip up. And of course it's deep in there, so. All right. That's what we're doing, Spirit. That's what we're doing. Oh, look at that. I already know what that's about. Guys. Oh, yes. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. What you need to focus on during the next lunar cycle is the 10 of Wands. Guys, you're working yourself out. You're working yourself to death, okay? You're working yourself to death, and Spirit is recognizing that, okay? Because what do you need to let go of was 9 of Swords, and that was worry, stress, anxiety. As you see, she's up. She's not even sleeping. She can't sleep because of how much she's stressed about what she's doing, okay? What is the next step you should consider? Okay. The world, completion, new beginnings. Almost like a reward of a job well done from Source, from God. Okay. So this is what Spirit is saying. What you need to focus on right now during the next lunar cycle is how you manage your time, how you manage your business, and how you are doing way too much. Because by doing this, it is not good for you. They need you to let this go. The worrying, the stress, start taking melatonin, start meditating, start doing the big O, working on that sensual sacral chakra, because this Wands represents Aries and Sagittarius and Leo. It's that fire energy, it's that passion energy, and you may be doing too much at work. You may be they may be requiring too much from you guys. And also for some people I'm hearing, you need to work more, okay? Because if you're trying to grow a business, there is some work you have to do. I told the first group, their message was to work smarter, not harder. Same thing is going for you guys. There has to be a balance, because if you do too much or too less, you're up worrying. How am I going to pay the bills? How am I going to get all this work done? Why are they requiring so much of me? I need another job. I need to move. I don't like how my house is. You know, I'm just doing too much, okay? Because with the world, like this is a Powerball ticket right here for tarot, okay? What the next step you consider is handing everything over to Source Creator, to your higher self, to your ancestors, to your spirit guides. And you let them know, look, I'm doing this all wrong, okay? Please help me help myself. What's for my highest good, okay? So it seems like your next lunar cycle is to come to this completion, to come to this winning mindset, to this, I won, I've worked hard, and now I'm working smarter and I'm starting to see more growth, more expansion, more completion. I'm not worrying anymore. I'm actually getting rest now. So yeah, group 2, that is what, tap into that higher mind, that higher self is what I'm hearing, okay? Your higher self knows what's best for you. You know why? Because it's you. And with your higher self is here with a contract. Incorporate your higher self. Invite your higher self to come in. Invite your higher self to show you who they are. So you can have that Christ consciousness, that God consciousness, you know, as a divine starseed spiritual being walking on this earth plane, okay? You are in control of your universe, group 2. It is time to take charge. Join this manifestation challenge. It's new moon in Pisces right now. Start writing all your intentions down. Get you a little candle and, you know, do what you got to do. All right. I love you so much, group 2. And I'm so sorry you're stressed out and worried and killing yourself working. But this is what you're going to focus on. The next step you consider is, how can I make my life better? How can I make the world my oyster? How can I control my situation? You can't control everything, but certain things in your life, if you're being mistreated at work, if they're overworking you, you don't have to put up with it, group 2. Trust me, I'm going through this myself. All right, I love you all. We are Magic and we are one. Have a great new moon and manifest, manifest, manifest. Ashe. All right, group 3. Hello, thanks for hanging. For those who chose, my thing came down. For those who chose group 3, the selenite. This crystal is a clearing crystal. So of course you chose this one. Of course you're going to choose this one, group 3, because this clears crystals. This clears the energy. Selenite is bae, okay? I think people sleep on selenite a little too much. So for this beautiful, beautiful activation, for this lunar cycle, you got a 37. And that in numerology would be a 10, and 10 or 1 plus 0 is a 1. So you have a 1 number for numerology. And that's like starting over, you know, it's new beginnings, starting point, okay? And you got realization. So the frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in the world, okay? So what your guides are wanting you to do is realize you're a lot more important than you think you are, group 3, okay? That's why you got this card, all right? So with that being said, group 3, Spirit is bringing you to the realization that you have a job here, that you are a lot more important than you think. You're not just some basic ass human just doing a 9-to-5, struggling to pay bills, going to the grocery store, just making it. You came here for a purpose, okay? And you're coming to the realization that this divide and conquer, this religion mindset, this politics mindset, you're seeing the ugliness of it and you're coming out of it. And it's so hard to see because I got the light. Oh no, this poor little thing. I love my little easels, but I've wore them out. I've wore them out, group 3. Please stay up. All right, so it's hard to see this, but there's a lot of green in here, which deals with the heart chakra. And here's the orange, which represents your sacral. And of course, the square border represents the form-based reality of Earth, okay? Being spiritual beings. Like I told you, you're a spiritual being. You're not a human with a spirit or a soul. You're a spirit living in a body, okay? Come to that realization. Also come to the realization that you have a higher self. Like, let's say if you read the Bible, there's a verse in the Bible. The Bible's coded, okay? There's a lot in there. That's why Gnostics are everything. the verse where it says you're already seated in heavenly places. That was a activation code to let you know you are seated in heavenly places. So if you are seated in heavenly places, Earth or group 3, how are you on Earth right now? Because that is your higher self. So the Bible is letting you know you have a higher self. The Messiah also said, John, I can never remember the chapter. I used to remember it because that was like an activation for me too. Also, I read the Bible my entire life, and wow. The Messiah says, ye are gods. Everything I do, you can do and more if you have faith or the intention the size of a mustard seed. So that's why we're doing this challenge this month for this new moon. We are going to be exactly who we came to be. And you're realizing that this existence is a whole lot more than what they're making it out. Okay, so let me clear this one more time. Whew, thank you, Spirit, for these beautiful, beautiful messages. Okay, and thank you for group 3. What other tarot messages you have for group 3? I guess it didn't want me to shuffle. Look, it don't want to shuffle. Come on, Spirit. What messages does tarot have for group 3 for this new moon in Pisces? There we go. Whew, thank you, Spirit. New moon in Pisces. Oh, there we go. So group 3, for what you need to focus on during your next lunar cycle is twin flame energy, divine masculine, divine feminine. There is a beautiful energy that's happening right now with starseeds and light workers. Well, shoot, not even light workers. The whole crew, all right? Because we're all one in source. Divine masculine is stepping forward. I did a reading about this with the Earth Guardian Alliance. The video is also on my channel. But yes, the activation that came through for this year was a divine masculine. And, you know, toxic masculinity is being exposed right now to the point where the divine masculines are stepping up. So yes, my son, love him to death. He's a divine masculine. I just don't resonate with these men nowadays who say horrible, horrible things. I mean, he's upset about the divine feminine, the women, the goddesses who are stepping forward. They're sick of being mistreated. And what's happening is these young starseeds are matching the energy of the toxic masculinity, okay? So they're being kind of mean and hurtful and saying really mean things. And it has nothing to do with masculine, or it's just toxic, okay? So what Spirit is saying, group 3, is you are incorporating that divine masculine. Look how beautiful. That's a Gemini card, by the way. So you may be a Gemini or have Gemini in your chart. All right. All right. Thank you, Spirit. That was beautiful. You're realizing that you are, oh, wow. Look at that. You think you're having a love reading. All right. So you got the Ace of Cups, your cup runneth over card. What do you need to let go of? Let go of the fantasy of that infatuation that comes with a relationship, or the infatuation of a new idea or creation that you're working through. Know that infatuation is just a feeling and it does not last. What you want to focus on, like I said, is the divine energy, incorporating your higher self, incorporating the truth, okay? You're letting go of the fantasy, let go of that, you know, emotional attachment to the matrix is what I'm hearing, okay? What is the next step you should consider? Spiritually working with group 3. Why are y'all so spoiled? Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. What you're going to consider, group 3, is Queen of Pentacles energy. So that is grounding, that is wealth, that is material, that is root, that is earth energy. Okay, and it's also Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy. All right, so what you're going to consider is being more grounded in your approach. A lot of green, a lot of heart chakra resemblance here. Okay, so focus on your heart center, not the infatuation or the mushiness. Heal your heart. Okay, so I'm going to say it because I feel like I'm out of breath, so they're really coming through. What I'm hearing is a lot of you may suffer from unforgiveness, from being hurt, which is why you're needing to let that, fantasy go of, I thought this was my person. I thought they were the one. Let it go. Okay? Because what Spirit is telling me to tell you is due to Hawaiian ancient shamanic phrase. Okay? It's called Ho'oponopono. Ho'oponopono. And what that means is, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Because when you say that, starseeds, what's happening is you're handing over that negative energy, that unforgiveness, to the universe, to Source Creator, to transmute and to heal you. I went through a very, very bad breakup with my husband, and we're friends now. No, we're not back together or anything like that. But by me saying Ho'oponopono, 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 anytime a negative thought about my situation would pop up, it cleared it, okay? Saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me. It's basically saying it to yourself. You're not letting that person get away with what they've done to you. The universe already, karma is real, okay? You reap what you sow, all right? But by you saying that, you're letting it go. You're showing Creator that, look, I'm not harboring any ill will or ill feelings for this person anymore, because me being angry with them isn't hurting them, it's hurting me. So say this every day until you feel that energy leave your spiritual existence, okay? I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. When you say I'm sorry, you're expressing your fault in the situation. Even if you feel like you don't have a fault, by holding unforgiveness, that is a fault. Please forgive me. That you also accepting and acknowledging the fact that you want forgiveness from the universe, even from yourself. Say it to yourself also, as like, I'm speaking to my highest self. Forgive me for being such a basic asshole about this situation. Thank you. You're acknowledging that the universe is accepting your apology and they are recreating the frequency of that energy. I love you. Love. Agape. That I love you. I love you. I love your higher self. I don't love what you've done, but I love your essence so much that I have to give you up to my Creator and to your higher self and let them handle the situation, because I don't have any more room for this negativity in my life. All right, group 3. Wow. Okay, now I've got my breath back. Okay. Whew. That was for me also. All right. I love you all so much. Thank you for hanging out with me, group 3. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And I am on TikTok and I do shenanigans on there also. And I'm on Instagram, and it's all We Are Magick. Okay. We Are Magick with a K. Look me up. I love you all so much, and have a happy new moon. And remember, intentions, intentions, intentions. Come to realization, you are magic. I love you. Ashe.